The man glanced out the window and happened to notice a huge hole in the bridge ahead. A wave of unease instantly crept over him. At the same time, a powerful gust of wind swept in, as if death itself were arriving. Just then, a no-entry sign appeared up ahead. The bus driver slammed on the brakes, slicing Tony's finger in the process. Moments later, Tony noticed the TV on the bus begin to flicker before automatically switching to a music channel. On the bridge, construction workers' blueprints were ripped away by the wind, their hats sent flying, and even the bus itself started to shake. Already on edge, Tony grew increasingly irritated, yet everyone else brushed it off, unaware that the bridge deck was quietly cracking beneath them. Realizing something was terribly wrong, Tony grabbed his girlfriend Anna and rushed off the bus, with the others following close behind. Unfortunately, in her panic, their friend Lisa ran the wrong way. Before she could escape, the bridge gave way and she plunged straight down, landing on the sail of a passing boat below. Her boyfriend Peter was frozen in terror, but Tony kept his cool and dragged him to safety. By then, the bus was completely empty except for a chubby man who had just come out of the restroom after making a phone call. When he finally realized the danger, the bus was already falling, leaving him with no escape but death. The bridge continued to collapse, and survival meant running as fast as possible. Unexpectedly, the structure broke again midway, leaving only the left side support intact. Tony urged Anna to climb across first, promising to follow right behind. Just then, he heard his co-worker Chris crying for help. Unable to ignore her, Tony rushed over to Chris, who had dropped her glasses, intending to escort her across first. Without her glasses, every step was a struggle. She was almost to safety when the support suddenly tilted. Thankfully, Chris could swim and survived the fall into the river. But in the very next second, a car came crashing down from above. Seeing this, the others ran toward Tony, only to die before reaching him. Right after them, the bald department head found himself on the brink of death, only to be struck head-on by a wave of scorching asphalt before he could climb up, his body torn apart instantly. At that moment, Peter ran over. In a desperate bid to survive, the two leaped together and managed to grab onto a railing on the other side. Tragically, before they could pull themselves up, danger struck again, and Tony was not spared. Then he realized it was all just a vision. What Tony never expected, however, was that everything that followed unfolded exactly the same as what he had just seen. Fearing for his co-workers' safety, Tony jumped to his feet and urged everyone to evacuate immediately. When no one believed him, he had no choice but to leave with Anna first. Seeing this, the bald department head ordered Peter to bring them back, insisting that the company would be held responsible if anything happened to them. One by one, several familiar faces got off the bus, confused by Tony's actions. It wasn't until the steel beams above the bridge suddenly snapped and the road ahead of the bus collapsed that the others finally realized the danger and began fleeing for their lives. Because the incident seemed highly suspicious, Tony was taken to the police station. Under the sheriff's interrogation, he explained his vision, but the sheriff dismissed it as nonsense and even summoned Tony's girlfriend and friends to confront him. Tony had no way to explain himself. Fortunately, an accident investigator arrived in time and pulled the stubborn sheriff away. Investigators later confirmed that the bridge collapse was caused by structural damage from strong winds combined with ongoing construction. Only then was Tony and his group released. Early the next morning, everyone gathered to attend a memorial service for the victims. As Tony was about to leave, a mysterious black man nearby spoke to him in an unsettling tone.
Death doesn't like to be cheated. You all just be careful now.
Peter dismissed the warning as a prank, but Tony alone sensed that something was off. That night, Peter accompanied his girlfriend Lisa to training. Lisa had wanted to skip practice, but unwilling to let Peter down, she stepped onto the training floor anyway. At that very moment, the lucky string she had been fiddling with suddenly snapped.